must have struck a chord or something. But that was crazy. That was just crazy, y'all. Last live just ended for who knows what reason. I can tell you that. It wasn't because I ain't had no bars. Must have talking too spicy. Must have struck a chord about Chicago that they didn't want people talking about. That was just crazy. How my life just ended like that. Like normally, when it start messing up and loading, it get back right, and then they ask you, do you want to end the live or try again? Man, it just was loading. I go, come on, YouTube. Meanwhile, I'm looking at my battery. I'm looking at my bars. My bars is good. When I run my bars, but my live wasn't trying to upload. But what I was talking about was Chicago and how yesterday we had three brazen crimes in Baltimore and Philly and Chicago. In Baltimore, a 12-year-old girl was murdered. That was yesterday. By today, they got his picture all over the news, all over social media. Police is on his heels. The streets is on his heels. In Philly, a 7-month-old baby was shot. Today, they have an arrest. In Chicago, a 41-year-old woman was shot. 48-year-old male lady was shot. And only update they got on that is the car was burnt. They found the car burnt up, which means they're not ready to get no evidence. Which means they're not ready to get no evidence off that car. And I was talking about how we're heavily surveilled, in all these cities. A lot of these crimes is on camera. And I was speaking about how in Chicago, you see some of the most brazen crimes that nobody gets arrested for. Nobody ever gets caught. And I was talking about how it seems as though, since Chicago is a big city, and overall, Chicago is a good city, that since crime is restricted to one area, or a couple areas, they don't give a fuck about what's going on out there. Hey, BG Tech Life, you see what they just did in the last live? I don't even think that bitch uploaded. I don't even think the last live uploaded, BG. For real. That was insane. Ain't never done that to me before. Now I didn't had situations where my live would be messing up and then I think I'm live but I'm really not. But I ain't never had it just for 5 minutes straight. Yeah, that was crazy, y'all. Man, I appreciate everybody for coming back. I ain't never had it 5 minutes straight where it's just loading, and it's not giving me an option to either end the live or try again. I had to turn my whole phone off for it to come back on. Must have struck down what you talking about that, yo, because that's strange, y'all. And I was talking about some of the crimes that we seen on camera been so brazen and nobody ever gets caught. Like what happened with the Bloodhound Lord Jeff situation? You got a whole situation where these dudes ran down on a nigga, Bloodhound Lord Jeff get killed, and they're like, what happened? Nobody got arrested for the shit? It's like, nobody got in trouble. THFTB was murdered in front of his kids. On camera. Niggas hopped out, shot him 85 times. Peeled straight off. Luffy, what's up? No updates, no nothing. Right. That's the only thing they found out. What's up, ball out? You right, they found that out. That's what it's saying like, yo. What's up, Biz? That's what it's saying like. They only cared about Duck, yo, because I covered another case. A party for the girls was shot up. And every now and then I look for updates. Nothing happens. No new updates, no arrests. It's like, yo, they don't give a fuck. That's how you had people like King Von running around. Motherfuckers then allegedly had all these fucking because, yo, they allowing them niggas to do this shit. Yo, did y'all see the documentary a long time ago, yo? It was old heads, older niggas from Chicago talking about, yo, in the 80s. Nigga, they used to drop off crates. It's like, yo, they be allowing these cities, and Baltimore included, but we just don't stand for kids being murdered. Be allowing these cities to be this way. It feeds so much, yo. It feeds the funeral homes, it feeds the prisons, it feeds the hospitals. Like, it feeds so much of the economy, yo. And it's obvious what they doing, yo, because some of these crimes be so brazen. And when they come down to Chicago, it's like, yo, these niggas don't even be calculated with that shit. It's like they don't even have to be. I done seen some of the wildest videos come out of Chicago, yo. All you gotta do, type in Baltimore murders caught on camera and type in Chicago murders caught on camera. And look at the difference. Look at the difference. Like, niggas in Baltimore be way more calculated. Out there, these niggas is just on site, shoot out 100 rounds. Nobody get arrested. Shootouts on live. Nobody get arrested. Like, yo, what the fuck? And I ain't saying, I'm just saying, like, yo, god damn. Like, how obvious y'all gonna make this shit? Like, it don't get no obvious than it do when you talk about Chicago and its murders. It don't get no more obvious what the fuck they going. So you say, oh, they got a mutual combat law. Oh, okay. So that must be what they deem fucking 95% of their shootings, yo, because they don't seem like nobody get arrested. It don't seem like nobody gets caught, yo. And Chicago is one of them places, yo, where a lot of innocent people die. A lot of babies are killed in Chicago. They don't even solve them crimes. Like, at least in Baltimore, what the fuck is that? Oh, alright. Least in Baltimore, man, fuck no, don't ever compare me to no motherfucking Casanat. Casanat can never be me. And I can never be Casanat. But I'm saying, at least in Baltimore, yo, when it come down to children and women, they try to solve them crimes. It's like in Chicago, they ain't trying to solve shit. You got to literally do that shit in downtown for them motherfuckers to even put some type of effort into trying to solve the bitch. And then when they do that, they fuck around railroad you. You feel me? You do some shit down there like old Block did, they fuck around railroad your motherfucking ass. They ain't gonna give you no fair trial. That Chicago shit fucked up. That shit fucked up for real, man. I don't understand it. Well, I mean, I can't say I don't understand it. I definitely understand it. But it's just so overt and open what's really going on down there. Like, it's like they don't give a fuck. Lord Scone, like Lord Scone. Like, that's what I'm saying. Probably another example. You got two girls, allegedly, going back and forth online about who set the nigga up. You mean they tell me the police couldn't put the press on them girls to get some more information? It was 4 people there. Young people at that. They couldn't put the pressure on them people to get it's like they don't want to arrest nobody for that shit, yo. They want them niggas in Chicago. They need Chicago to be like that. Just like they need Baltimore to be how it is. Just like they need Philly to be how it is. They need that shit. Like I said, I just never seen it so obvious. When you look at Chicago and the crimes that happen down there, like oh, that shit is obvious what's going on. Obvious. Like they want these niggas to kill each other. The more the merrier. You know what I mean? That's what it look like. That's what it look like. Yo, how was nobody arrested for killing THF? Yo, he was murdered in front of his kids. Nigga, Baltimore to try to solve that type of crime. They murdered that man in front of his kids, yo. They ain't even trying to solve the bitch. Yeah, I can believe it. I can believe it. Yeah, see, you get it. You get it. It's test cities, man. You know, Baltimore is one of the first cities that got that plane. Baltimore is one of the first cities with cameras everywhere. It's like if they tried things here, you know, because we're a big city compared to the small ones, but we're not the biggest. So they tried things here, then they extended to Chicago or put it in New York, and you know that's what they do. That's what they do. A lot of that should be illegal. Like I be telling people all the time, yo, white people are never allowed their cities to be heavily surveilled like this, ever. I don't give a fuck how big the crime rate is. Nigga, you not watching us 24/7, but we don't know what you doing with the footage. What else you watching? You say you watching for crime, but what else you looking for? Ain't no telling what's the extent of those cameras. They fuck around can see through houses. We don't know. But white people, that's how they think. So they never allow this shit. But since they told us, you know, this is a crime fighting tool, and everybody want to solve the crime in the community, we allow it to go past, or we allow it to happen, even though we know that they ain't trying to solve no crime. All you gotta do is look around. They ain't trying to solve shit. Yeah, them cell phone towers ain't no joke. But you know, niggas getting smarter now. Cell phone towers ain't no joke. It's just crazy, y'all. But I was talking about too also DJ Akademiks. DJ Akademiks was talking to I think TDE King. I think he got a podcast going on. And he don't like the fact that DJ Akademiks is dissing. He said DJ Akademiks is dissing West Coast podcast. And he was talking about how so Akademiks is basically saying like, yo, I don't understand like the shit get too much around gangbanging. And I don't really understand it either. I really don't even check out West Coast podcast. But at the end of the day, my problem ain't even that. My problem is why is niggas looking for Akademiks approval? Like, yo, niggas do not need Akademiks approval, yo, because, like I said in the last live before I got clipped, without us, there'd be no Akademiks. Without the real niggas and the niggas, without the niggas he can talk about, it would be no Akademiks. He need to be coming over to us. That's the problem in our community, yo. That's why we allow Vlad TVs and Adam 22s and 1090 Jakes to be a thing, yo, because we give them too much respect. We give them too much respect. A motherfucker have a story. A motherfucker have a story that everybody want to hear. And instead of going to their own, they take that shit to Vlad because Vlad paying more money. Like nobody's looking at the bigger picture. Nobody thinks about, man, fuck the money. You know, we gonna get the money gonna come. Let's build up our platforms. I mean, let's take these stories to us. Fuck the money. The money gonna come. All we gotta do is build up the platforms. Now we got outlets to make the money. But nobody thinks like that. Nobody, like, we're gonna continue losing because we're gonna continue seeking approval from these other platforms, and all they trying to do is sell us out. All they trying to do is sell us out. Like I said, yo, I could have did. I would have loved to talk to Julio Fulio Mother, yo. I think that shit would have been a serious video for the culture. I'm talking about a serious video, not on no bullshit like the other guys would be. I'm talking about a serious video that had people like, yo, wow, yo, like, yo, that shit crazy. You feel me? People can really learn from it. But I can't compete. I can't compete with them niggas, monetary wise. It'd be a bidding war. You feel me? So, and I'm not saying her. I'm just saying, I'm just using her story. So a motherfucker would rather go to Vlad, cause Vlad gonna give him 10,000. Fuck with me, you might have to do it for free, but it's gonna mean so much more because it's gonna be a totally different conversation that people can really gravitate to, and the numbers are gonna be the same. If not the same, they're gonna be close. They'll get there. See, we can split the money down on the back end. But yeah, we gotta understand the concept of building our own. Stop running to them niggas. We got the stories, y'all. Without us, there'd be no them. But as long as us keep empowering them, there ain't gonna be no us. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Do that make sense to people? As long as us keep empowering them, there will be no us. Hope that made sense to y'all, man. Young Keto, what it is? Like, I'm sitting there listening to the conversation. I'm like, yo, why the fuck is this nigga worried about his approval? For one, California don't even need no other. Uh, California can just have California. That's how big it is. You feel me? Y'all don't even. That's why their content so geared toward LA, because California is such a big state. You feel me? They can make a lot of money just tending to their people. So a lot of times, shit, it ain't you. You know what I mean? That's how it's going to be. And if you want to tap into it, tap into it. But to sit back and act like and think that academics and what he says is a sign of a seal of approval, it's like, yo, we lost already. We lost already. Man, I can't make no noise. I just be trying to wake the people up, yo, one at a time, man. One day they'll listen. We always listen when it's too late. Years gonna go past, niggas will be like, damn, yo, that nigga Keep It G was saying that shit, yo, in 2022. Now it's 2030, and all that shit coming to light. I'm just trying to tell us how we can build up our own. Niggas ain't gotta come to me. I'm just saying, yo, we got the stories. Stop selling it to them. We got the stories. They want to know about our life. They want to know what's going on in our cities. Why the fuck is we running up there to them to get that shit to them just because they paying a couple dollars? We'll never get nowhere that way. We will never get anywhere that way, y'all. It's going to continue being these academics, Adam 22, 1090 J, Vlad TV, on the top of the totem pole. Y'all, I told y'all, like, yo, that shit fucked me up, y'all. When I watched Vlad TV have a conversation with 1090 Jake about the streets, yo, I was amazed. Like, yo, wow, yo, like, yo, this shit is really happening. Like, yo, this nigga had a conversation with, like, a deep conversation about street shit, about how black gangs operate in prisons. Like, yo, what the fuck is that? Like, how is that even possible? How is that even legal? Like, nigga, the nigga should have threw a flag on the play. Like, you feel me? Nigga should pull the flag out the middle interview and smack 1090 Jake with his face with the bitch. Like, hold up, yo, this is a violation. This is a violation of ethic code 6-213. What the fuck is going on? Straight up, yo, like this shit be crazy. Man, hell yeah, Charlene. I would love to do that. I'd love to do that. Like, cause I know how to get the best out of the conversation without manipulating them. You know, without like prime example, y'all. Yo, when Charleston White had Tuka mother and all them mothers on Sean Cotton, yo, that shit was despicable. They didn't do that interview right, man. They had that woman all crying. Yo, that shit was sad, bro. I'm like, yo, why the fuck would they do that shit to that lady like that? You feel me? But it was a way to construct that interview, and it really would have moved the culture, pushed the culture forward. But when you got two people that really don't give a fuck about that, they just worrying about views and likes and shit, it fell flat. That's why nothing ever materialized out of it. It fell flat. But that was a chance for them to really, do it the right way, but they didn't because they didn't have the right intentions in mind. They talked it, but the intentions was always monetary. It was always, we gonna manipulate these women. They was on some opportunistic shit. It wasn't never really about what they said it was about, because if it was, it would have hit different. That shit struck out 3 times. That shit was a swing and a miss. But the miss might have been intentional. I mean, so it really was a play. I'm just saying, yo, like, it's frustrating watching that shit. It's frustrating knowing that, yo, we don't even own our own culture. On no level. On no level, y'all. Like, yo, we are being misguided, misdirected on every level. I keep saying why I saw Woody videos on Instagram. Niggas in the comments, yo, he funny as shit. Like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, black people, what is wrong with us, man? Like, yo, Jesus Christ. This nigga not funny. This nigga's a piece of shit. Slime ball. Yo, once a nigga's deemed trustworthy, nigga ain't nothing they do funny. You feel me? In my life, shit. Once a nigga is deemed non-honorable, ain't nothing they do funny. Everything you do, you supposed to frown your nose up at them. Ain't shit funny about that shit. The fuck is funny and entertaining about a nigga that told on his friends for 15 years? On his friends. Lied on these niggas for 15 years. How can people then turn around and say, yo, he entertaining? No, the fuck he ain't. This nigga's a piece of shit. Ain't nothing entertaining about that, man. But when you talk like this, niggas say, yo, you nigga hating. Nah, yo, I'm trying to open niggas' eyes to what's really going on. This shit is horrible. We don't got no say in our culture. No say. No say, y'all. And we part of the reason. Because the reasons I just mentioned. We got the stories, and instead of giving them stories to us, we take it to them. Because we not looking at the long haul. Everybody's living for today. Everybody's worrying about right now instead of worrying about building our platforms up. Yo, we can build our platform. Yo, we can build up 5 platforms. And that can be the outlet for all our people. That can be the outlet. But we gotta make sure you picking the right people. It's another thing. Cause sometimes we do build niggas up and we see how it go. We build niggas up and niggas turn. You gotta make sure you picking the right people. You gotta properly vet these motherfuckers. That's why I be saying, yo, man, don't just subscribe to my channel. Shit, go back. Go back to my first video and watch my come up. You feel me? See if a nigga really organic, or if I'm one of them niggas that just popped up on the internet and took off. Nah, man, that's not how that shit go. That's not how that shit go. Yo, it's crazy. You right. That is wild, Luffy. The internet be calling niggas snitches, but now you got 7 snitches on every platform right now being promoted. It's like 7 of them niggas. And these the real dirty ones. Like these niggas are these the motherfucking New York rats. These are motherfuckers that be crawling around in the sewers and shit. And try and fucking climb through your walls and shit. Making noises at night. These dumb rats. These niggas is dirty. They the worst of the worst. But niggas will turn around and say they interesting. Yeah, I know, Charlene. It's bad, man. It's bad. It's bad, man. I just be sitting back like, damn. Like, yo, how is it that, yo, it's only a few people talking about this shit? Like, me and urban politicians, we the only people talking about this shit that I see that's really, like, passionate about this shit. Like, niggas can see the emotion. When I'm speaking about it, I'm dead serious. Like, I ain't playing. I ain't doing this shit for content purposes. I'm doing this to wake the fuck up and see what the fuck going on. Man, see what the fuck going on, man. Yo, that fucking conversation Vlad had with 1090 Jake, I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. Especially when you know the type of person 1090 Jake was in the joint. Like, you know he was the fuck, hold on, y'all. You know he was the motherfucking grievance king in that bitch. And that bitch telling on niggas. How you bring a nigga on the platform that been telling on niggas in the joint to talk about the jail? I know, y'all, Kato, them niggas ain't right either. What's up, the female savage? Them niggas, the black ones are the worst. They the worst. They worse than everybody. The black pages that all they do is talk about drill music. We need to be trying to bury drill music. We don't need to be giving drill music no shine. But since people see, the thing is, and there's nothing wrong with this, but it's being used wrong. The thing is, yo, people want to know what's going on in the streets, and I can't blame them. But the problem is, the people that's talking on it are speaking on it in a way that that glorifies it and glamorizes it, as opposed to really telling niggas what it is. You still got a lot of people that say things like, well, shit, that's their fault they chose the streets. Knowing that, yo, it's not always a choice for everybody. Yeah, some people did choose it. Yo, but a lot didn't. A whole lot didn't. And some people, and then they be like, well, shit, if you want to get out, get out. Like, yo, that shit ain't just that fucking simple. I just did a video on Chinks drugs that ain't gained no traction. Hell of a video. Chinks drugs got killed over a beef that he had. Chinks drugs got killed in 2015 over a beef that he had in the joint in 2009. 2009. Now Chinks drugs is a rapper. He probably wasn't even rapping back then. Now he rapping. He trying to elevate his life. Nigga came and killed Joe. That's just one situation. That's just one scenario. Then you got the people that never seen nobody make it out. They ain't never, everybody they know died in the streets. They don't see no way out. So it's never as simple as some of these niggas want people to believe it. Like, shit, they chose the street, shit, you can just leave. Like, nigga, what the fuck you mean you can just leave? You know, sometimes, yo, you can be dealing with a nigga. Say you dealing with a motherfucker and y'all getting, you getting hella bread. Say you getting 20 joints at a time. If you know you can't just wake up one morning and be like, yo, you know what, I'm done. You know why? Because niggas gonna be wondering why. And you can't just say, yo, you know what, I made enough money, yo. I mean, you know, I this shit wasn't really, you know, I ain't planning on doing this forever. This is some temporary shit. That nigga will kill you for that. Straight up. Because they gonna think you telling, for one. For two, if you spending that much money and you just stop, you taking a large chunk away from me. Nah, yo, we gotta go. And then you gotta factor in, yo, what you know about me. I gotta keep you close to me for as long as possible, because the minute you get away, you might get to talking. I'm just trying to open people's eyes, man. You feel me? Like, yo, shit is deeper. It's deeper than you think. It's deeper than you think, yo. That's why I always go back to K Shorty, yo. I'm mad Shorty is in that situation, yo, because I think Shorty could have did great things for Jacksonville. That nigga say, yo, I'm trying to shake these. See, man, I've been trying to shake these niggas for so long. You can see it in his eyes. You can see it in his demeanor. That boy tired. At 22, that boy was tired, yo, but he couldn't shake the niggas. You ever be on some shit where you ain't really, you ain't really for niggas burning your phone up because you the only one that got the straps. But you don't trust these niggas because you know niggas play games with straps, so now you got to go with them. But you don't even really want to go. But you don't want to leave them out to dry either. So what the fuck you do in that situation? What do you do in a situation where you the one with the straps? These niggas ain't got shit. But they're your friends. They're your homeboys. They rock out with you if it ever come down to it. But you can't trust them enough to give them one because you might not get it back. Now you riding in the car with these niggas. Whole time you ain't even mentally, you ain't even there because you know you ain't supposed to be there. But at the same time, you stuck between a rock and a hard place because you can't leave them out to dry either. Some fucked up situations out here, y'all. I can't be at peace, yo, because my people was dying. Yoda, you don't see what's going on in the world? See, that's the difference between me and these other people. I can't walk around with blindfolds on. It's real problems out here, man. Maybe you can. Maybe in your life, maybe your life was different than mine, yo. I done been through some real situations, bro. I grew up poor, bro. I've been in prison, yo. I've been facing life in prison before, yo. I done lost a lot of friends out this bitch. I done lost family members. I done lost family members. You don't hear what I'm saying? You must not paying attention. See, the problem is your mind is negative. What I'm saying is positive. I'm trying to enlighten people on what's going on out here so people can get a better understanding as opposed to just demonizing these people that you really don't know nothing about. Cause that's what's going on. Because you listen to the wrong people, listen to Charleston White, calling these young boys demons. You calling these young boys demons. These boys ain't demons. Demons are born. These young boys was turned into this through the environment. I'm not talking about you, last center. I'm talking about Yoda. Everybody has demons. No, that's not what we saying. That's not what's being said though, Yoda. What's being said is they are demons. What's being said is they're walking demons. These young boys out here that's stuck in this mind frame and stuck in the streets. You got older people, older than me, are walking around calling them niggas demons and they need to die. As opposed to figuring out why is it they acting this way. When did it start? When did hoop dreams turn into fucking prison dreams? When did playing with toys turn into playing with guns? That's the shit they're not talking about. So maybe your mind is negative because you're mischaracterizing what I'm trying to teach y'all or what I'm trying to enlighten y'all on. I'm just trying to explain to y'all it's more fucked up than you think. It's not as simplistic as these niggas on YouTube is making y'all believe. A lot of these young boys are trapped mentally. That's why they can't escape physically. Straight up, straight cash, you know. Hey D God, maybe this ain't for you. You want people that lie to you. You want people to lie to you. You want people. Yo, the hardest thing for some people to do is admit when they was wrong or admit when they was misled. That's why Black's been voting Democrat for 100 years. Like, people, it's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow, yo. To know that you follow these people or listen to these people blindly, and then you hear somebody else speak, and you find out that you've been lied to. That's why people still ride with Charleston White, because they've been riding for him so hard, so long, that even when he turned, it's hard to even accept it. Niggas just gonna roll with the punches. Maybe he'll turn back around. But you know, yeah, man, maybe one day he'll turn back. And they just gonna keep wishing on the star. My solution, yo, is each one teach one. My solution is instead of demonizing these young boys, talk to them. My solution is instead of demonizing them, help them. You know what I mean? They misguided, yo. Teach them the right way, yo. Show them the right way, yo. That's my solution. Yeah, never hear me talk bad about these young boys on the streets. Because I was a young boy on the streets, and I understand how easy it is to get sucked into it. It's easy. It's an easy thing to do, yo. And I also tell people, once a child chooses the street life, all you can do is pray for them. So we gotta get better at never even letting our kids think that's an option. Never even making it. Never even creating a lure to it. Like the guys that speak on drill rapping is doing. They making these kids think. They making these kids think this shit is fun. Shit. They making them think it's fun. Yeah, you right, Blow. Nah, fuck no. That's another thing, Charlene. You got, yo, you know how many people on the internet saying things like, shit, lock them up. They need to be in jail. And it's like, yo, we seen this book before. We read this book. We read the jail book before. And that's part of the reason why we are in this situation right now. That's a major part of the reason why we in this situation right now. But you have people on YouTube that get millions of views monthly say things like lock them up. Shit, nigga need to go to jail. And then you have black people in the comments. Yo, I love how he talk. Oh my gosh, he tells the truth. And it's like, yo, what y'all don't know what happened last time? Do y'all not know that when you lock up the fathers, you lock up the kids? Do y'all know? Do y'all not know that when you send the fathers to prison, you keep the cycle going? Shit is crazy. Yeah, Nicholas, they don't get it, man. And that's what I'm saying. And the reason they don't get it is because they listening to the wrong people. They listening to the wrong people. They listen to people that's just gonna feed your mind. Like Candace Owens do to the Republicans and to the white people. Candace Owens says some real shit sometimes, but most of the time she pandering. She pandering to her audience. She's not telling them anything different than what they already think of black people. But then you have black people doing that as well. You got black people telling other black people everything that they already believe about another segment of black people instead of telling them what's really going on. Because I think a lot of them don't know what's going on. They don't know, because if they did, shit, I can't even say that. Because a lot of them selling out. It's profitable, y'all. It's profitable lying to the people. There's no money in telling the truth. There's no money in telling the truth. It's way more. It's way more money in lying. You gotta share the experience, Kato. That's what I do, yo. I done been through so much. It'd be a crime. It'd be a crime for me to not get on here and talk like this with all the shit that I learned throughout my years out here on these streets. It ain't a whole lot of people, yo, that almost got their life taken by the system twice, and still young enough to talk about it and enlighten people. Like, yo, that shit ain't no game, my nigga. But this not a negative conversation. This is an enlightened conversation. And we was really talking about, before it got stirred left, we was really talking about how we need to realize that we have the stories, and we don't need to be seeking approval from Vlads and Adam 22s and all them other guys, because we got the stories, and we need to boost up our platforms, and we might gotta take a short for a while. Yo, and that's how it always works. Like, it's no different than any business. When you first starting out your business, you gonna start off in a red. I mean, you gonna Every business starts out in the red first before it becomes profitable. It might not be profitable for 10 years down the line, but it's gonna work out in the long run. But nobody is thinking about the long run. That's how we even got on this topic. That's how we even started going down that path. Straight up, Kato. Bully Bell, what it is. Yeah, last center, but this the thing too, last center. Don't become one of them people that say, "Well, if I do it, if I can do it, if I can do it, you can do it," because that's not always the case. Always bring up the scenario, real ass scenario. Me and you could be next door neighbors. We could have been next to each other our whole life. We lost all the same friends. Both our households is similar. We didn't been through. Oh. We didn't been through some of the same shit. And now I don't play that shit. I seen motherfucker walking through my rear view look like they had on all black. See, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like shit like that. Like we didn't all been through some of the same situations, some of the same circumstances. But you had grandparents, I didn't. And then years go past, and you be looking back, wondering like, damn, you went with your grandparents on the summer. In the summer, I was still in the hood. I was still running away. Both our mothers and fathers got high, but you went with your grandparents through on the summer break. I might even go with you sometimes for a couple days or a week. But then years go past, and you go to the army, you go to college. I start going to prison. Then you be looking back like, damn, yo, like how the fuck did that happen? How is it that me and yo grew up in the same type of situations, and my life turned out this way, his life turned out that way, but you never factored in that time you spent away or that one person. All it takes is one person, yo, to change the course of a person's life, yo. And some people don't have that one person. Some people do. So I never say, just like I don't live in the hood no more. But I never say that just because I did it, you can do it. Because that's not the case, y'all. It's not the case. That's the simplistic shit that people want people to believe. That's the simplicity that these motherfuckers that be talking that dumbass shit want you to believe. But it's not that simple. It's not that easy. It's not the case. Them niggas is lying. Because it feeds into the thinking of what some people already think. Yeah, it's LGBT friendly, yeah. I'm just saying, y'all. I don't like the demonization of these young boys. Like, yo, you got 15-year-olds committing crimes, and then you have adults in the comments like, lock them up. They need to go to jail. These young boys out of control. I be like, damn. But we just watched a video of what was called the Gilbert Gang out in Arizona. Little dude was on bail for murder. Caught another little white boy. Caught another case. Caught a bail for that. Caught another case. Caught a bail for that. Only to be sentenced to 18 months probation. I don't know what, he ain't catch time on the murder yet. But while he's waiting for his time, or while he waiting on his murder case, he caught 18 months probation. Think about that, yo. That'll never be the case for a young black youth in this country. And the reason why it'll never be the case is because we prosecute our own way before the system do it. Way before the system do it, we prosecute our own. Yeah, Penal, can you watch that word? You was on that live, weren't you? Were you on that live when you was talking about the Gilbert gang? I got like 6 lighters, y'all. I keep losing them. Yeah, but I don't ever want niggas think I'm being negative. I ain't being negative. I just don't like. I just don't like what I'm saying, yo. And it seems like I'm the only one that don't like it. It's so many of us with a voice, and it's not enough of us speaking about this shit. It's like people rather just roll with the punches. But I'm telling people that yo, we not gonna like how this story ends. We not gonna like how this story ends, yo. If we don't rewrite the book, or at least rip some pages out that motherfucker. Charlene, you was on that live, wasn't you? When you on that live, Charlene? The dude father was worth $100 million. Yo, it's money into keeping black people ignorant. That's why we got Zeus Network. That's why we got Drill Rat. And that's why the people that voices are bigger than mine, that's why they don't never talk about none of this shit. Because as long as we ignorant, they can make money. And I said it on the last live, they rather make money off our ignorance than to enlighten motherfuckers and find another way to make money. Like that's why I was always against J Main and all that pushing peace shit that he was pushing. That's why I was against that shit. Because I knew it wasn't no real substance with it. Yeah, education, yo. Education is the key. Yo, opportunity is the only thing that kill crime, yo. Nothing kill crime like opportunity. That's why I be saying when they be talking about lock them up and shit like that. I'm like, yo, locking niggas up ain't never gonna solve the problem because we living in communities that breed criminals. You just gonna lock everybody up. That shit gonna hurt us even more. That's what I'm saying. That's what mass incarceration was. The goal was lock them up. But we forgetting that our neighborhoods breed criminals. It breeds them. So you can't just keep locking motherfuckers up. Lock them up. Next generation. Lock them up. Next generation. Cause they just gonna keep coming. You gotta fix the community first. You gotta give them opportunity. Opportunity kills crime, yo. Not fucking jail. Not jail. Yeah, I am, yo. I got. Other thing about them type stories, I got. Since it's already so far ahead, it's gonna take me a while to get it done. But I am. They need to be put on Front Street. Yeah, a lot of times because prison is not there to help. You got people online talking about shit. Prison help niggas. Nah, no it don't. No it don't. Because if prison help people so much, then the recidivism rate wouldn't be so high. Niggas wouldn't be going back like they did. What is that? Yup, Kato, you got it. Yup, last center. That's all it did. Keep them rich. That's why they don't want to solve the crimes in the city. It's too much. Fuck is that? It's too much money involved. It's too much money involved, man. They can fix that problem if they wanted to, y'all. All we need is better education and more opportunity. Because like I told y'all, the average 25-year-old in the streets, by that age, they want their way out. It ain't fun no more by 25. It's only fun from 13 to 20, maybe 22. By 23, 24, I'ma say it's only fun from 13 to 24. Man, by 25, most of these niggas want out. They just don't know how to good. They just don't know how to get out. The system don't let you get out. You can't get a good job because you done got convicted of a felony. Now your job market is limited. Like it's trap, y'all. That's why the best thing to do is to never get caught on it. That's why we need to start letting these kids know early that these streets is nothing nice. This shit is not fun. This shit is not cool. It ain't none of that. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna wake up 30 and you're gonna look back at your life and you're gonna realize you ain't get shit accomplished because you've been in and out of jail. All you got accomplished was a whole bunch of dead homeboys in the motherfucking PTSD brain. Straight up. That's all you gonna have at 30. Bunch of dead homeboys, fuck around, have a few kids, and you gonna be sitting back working at a fucking warehouse, making $22 an hour, but you killing your body. Meanwhile, the other niggas is working fucking Fortune 500 jobs. Motherfucking got careers out this bitch. The niggas that you thought was clowns. The niggas that you picked on and laughed at. Them niggas gonna be shining. Hey, Charlene, they do that in the state too. Man, hell yeah. In Trap Star, remember, I say that a lot of times, yo. A lot of times, yo, when you young and you lose your first homeboy, that's normally like a crossroads. That's normally supposed to serve as a wake up call. And a lot of times in that situation, some kids gonna straighten up and get right, and some kids gonna turn their savage up. There's only two ways you can go with that. There's only two ways you can go with that, yo. Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, Kato. Keiko. That's what's up, man. Know what happened with me? So when before I got booked, right? So I had a homeboy, man, my man NY, man. NY always was a good dude to me. And he always knew I was smart. But I was fucking up. I was in the streets, I was doing shit. He always used to tell me, man, what the fuck is you doing out here, man? You need to do something, you need to do something, you need to do something. So I decided to go to Test College. Got my HVAC license. I didn't get my license. I started going to Test College because he told me I needed to do something. I was 18, I had no charges. Mind you, I've been doing shit since I was 15, 14. But I got to 18, I have no charges. So I enrolled in Test College. I started doing that shit. I liked it. I was getting like B's and shit. I was doing good. But guess what happened? This was 2006. I gets locked up for a crime that happened in 2004. Now, I do my time. I come home. I come home 2000 and I come home the end of 2008, the last day. I come home January 31st, 2008. I did almost 3 years. I did 2 years and 10 months. And I ain't had a love for this shit no more. You feel me? They was talking about, well, you can take your, you still can take your motherfucking your loan and you can apply it to this and da. But it's like, yo, now shit, I ain't even in that space. I ain't even in that space no more. And shit, it was fucked up, yo, because I was listening to him. I listened to him, and I like that HVAC shit. I like learning it, but some shit that we was involved in from 2 years prior came back, changed everything. If I could have stayed in that shit, I probably ain't no telling what the fuck I'd have been doing right now. And mind you, life great. Like, I own a home, own my car, kids doing good. But I'm just talking about I wouldn't have to I wouldn't have had to went through a lot of the shit that I went through to get here if I could have got it right back then. You understand what I'm saying? I just wasn't in that because what I was told was I had a felony on my record. So I would have had the license, but who the fuck wants to hire somebody convicted of murder? So it was almost like it wasn't no point for me at that point. I had a murder charge. I got a conspiracy commit first degree murder on my record. So it's like I ain't gonna be able to come home and work as no motherfucking maintenance man with a fucking first degree murder on my record. It just fucked everything up. Fucked everything up. Yeah, I got my EP in license. I feel things just take time and good planning. Yeah, but I ain't lose hope. That's one thing I don't never lose hope. But it's a lot of us out here that lost hope. It's a lot of hopelessness going on in our community. You tell people to motherfucking get up and go, but they don't even know where to start. You know what I mean? Get up and go, what the fuck that mean? They don't even know where to start at. What the fuck all these trolls just come through at once? What the fuck, y'all? It's crazy. What, y'all just raided my page? It must be a fucking troll gang. What y'all gang and y'all just go through lives and troll? Y'all wild as a motherfucker, man. But yeah, though, it is what it is. But I just be doing this to enlighten people that want to know, cause a lot of people want to know what's going on out here. Why are we doing this? Why is these young boys killing? Why they don't have no respect for the adults? And I'm telling y'all, they don't got no respect for a lot of these older guys, because these older guys are crashing them out. The guys that would look out for them, they dead or in prison. The system recognizes the smart guys on the streets early. The system recognizes them, man, and take them off the streets. However way they gotta take them off. They be the ones that get locked up one time and do 15 years. You know, because you got some guys that be in and out of jail their whole life. But then you got some, and these are the guys that can normally make the changes in their neighborhood. They get caught one time. maybe twice, and you'll never see them again. Next time you see them, they adults. Or you an adult. The whole time you was a kid when they went to prison. And our education is fucked up. I've been saying for the longest, man, niggas better get rid of, yo, why, yo, we need to repeal No Child Left Behind, man. We need to repeal it, man. We need to get with somebody, whoever got a voice. All these niggas with voices, yo, and I'm telling y'all, that is a major problem in the black community, and nobody is speaking on it but me. No, I ain't driving. Nobody's speaking on it but me. So you got the education fucked up. You got limited resources in the community. We getting infiltrated by plants. You know, we got the wrong people talking. We got drill music being pressed on every... Like, yo, we just got so much going on, yo. Like, it's not cut and dry like some of these people say, yo. And that's all I be saying, yo. You mean to get rid of it? Shit, you know I write one up? Shit, if you write one up, I'll push the shit out that bitch on my page. I'll push that shit on all my social media. Look, man, we trying to get No Child Left Behind repealed. Straight up. That shit need to be repealed, man. It's killing our youth, man. That's why, if people wonder why the adults are acting like this, yo, because they uneducated. Y'all know that shit been going on since 2003? Since 2003, y'all, we've been passing kids that didn't deserve to pass. And they turned into adults that we're saying now. That's why we saying what we saying. For the last 20 years, yo, we've been passing people, yo, that didn't deserve to pass. Now they adults with children. That's why now you see fucking fathers and sons committing crimes together. Like, this is not shit that you seen back then when I was growing up. Mothers and daughters wasn't getting locked up together for fighting. It happened, but it was rare. Man, we saying that shit like the thing to do now. And we talking about older, I ain't talking about teenage where it's I go get my mother want me to stand up for myself. I'm talking about female 23, mother 45. They hopping out ready to fight. Like, what the fuck? You feel me? I'm talking about father 45, son 23. They spinning on blocks together. Like, yo, we didn't used to see that shit, man. That shit different. Right, repeating the same cycle. Man, that shit different, man. And because he uneducated, man. That's why in Baltimore we got 12th graders reading on the 3rd grade level, man. How did that happen, yo? Nobody seems to have the answers. I'm telling niggas, No Child Left Behind did that. It's no way. It's no way in Baltimore that 12th graders should be reading on the 3rd grade level. Because they be getting pushed through school since elementary. 3rd grade probably was the last grade they really passed. All you gotta do is go to school now. Well, for the last 20 years, all you have to do is go to school. Fathers is not as big a problem as it used to be, yo. So that's another thing people lying about. Charleston White keep pushing. Yo, it's a lot of black fathers now, man. And the reason why is a lot of us, we're the generation, the 80s babies are the generations that grew up without fathers. The 80s babies and the early 90s. We grew up without fathers, yo. So a lot of us are taking care of our children. So the problem now is the same problem that it's been. We didn't push independence on the women. We done told the women you don't need a man. So now you got situations where men are trying to step up and women is fighting against them, like my man was talking about yesterday. It's a power struggle between the man and the woman. Even if a man is around, it's still a power struggle because what I just said. But yo, it's way more now. It's still a problem. That's why I always say, yo, we gotta bring the community is responsible for these children. We got it so bad now you can't even say nothing to somebody's kids without them flipping out. It ain't used to be like that, yo. I remember when my grandmother and them went home when we got out of school, we went to our next door neighbor house. And she let us in and fed us in. I mean, she was our guardian until somebody came home. And if we got out of line, shit, she could say whatever the fuck she needed to say to us to get us right. Nowadays, you can't even say something to a motherfucking child. Parent be right at your door. What you say to my child? Fuck what your child said to me. It don't matter. Your child called me a bitch. I react. You knocking on my door. No, you need to check your child, sir. Because men and women do it. But I think it goes back to the education. I think all of it stems back to the education, y'all. I do. I think it all stems back to the education. Man, fuck yeah, man. You knew what it was. But that's why, so when you got situations where fathers was murdered and shit like that, yo, we supposed to be looking out for these young boys when we see them, man. We see them fucked up and we know their situations. Because, yo, we got to keep it real. Sometimes we know their situations. Like I told y'all, I done seen children born without a chance in Baltimore based off of their parents. Like I know this child gonna be out the chain because their parents ain't shit, mother or father. It's up to the community, yo, to take them kids in, man. Yo, most these young boys, especially the young ones, 13, 12, yo, they just looking for a father figure. They looking for a father figure, man. I remember one time, I think I said this story before, yo, when I was working for people with disabilities. And me and my man Mike, man, shout out to Mike. He be on here sometimes. He don't catch my shit all the time. But we went to the park. We took our clients to the park, right? It was a mother up there. She had 2 boys. So we throwing the football with the clients. The 2 boys like, man, can we play? I'm like, yeah, yo, y'all should have seen how happy these kids was just to have another black man's attention. Like, yo, you can see it all over their face. Like, yo, I was so we get to rap to the mother telling her, like, you know, she take care of the kids by herself. Yo, I felt so bad for them kids because it was just like, yo, I think we told her, like, yo, we coming up here, you can bring them up anytime. But I wish I could have done more. Like, if I was in a better financial situation, I probably gave that woman $1,000 or something. You feel me? Or anything, yo. But just to, yo, when we left them kids, you can see the hurt in them. If Mike was on this live, he'd tell you he remember this shit. I'm sure he remember because we both left away like, damn, yo, that was crazy. Like you can feel the energy. And I noticed it because I was that kid without a father. I peeped up on the energy immediately because I remember that. I remember looking for black male approval, black male attention. You know? Just to have somebody to come out and throw the football with me. Teach me some moves. You feel me? That's all these kids be wanting, man. They hurt. That's why they react like this. Little niggas is hurt, man. And what I be saying about the drill shit. That's why drill was so prevalent right now because this is the only time some of these kids ever got this much attention. They ain't never got this much attention. They ain't get it from their parents. They ain't get it from their teachers. They ain't get it from nobody. So now they can get on this song, they can diss the dead, and the blogs are gonna share it. People gonna talk about it. Oh man, I love that. I ain't never gonna stop. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all, I don't just be talking, y'all. Know what I'm talking about, man. It's attention seeking, man. Yeah, straight up, Kato. They be wanting, yo, they be yearning for it. They dying for it. Talk to them one day. Talk to them one day. But you can't lowboy them. You gotta talk to them, yo. I know it's hard to talk to some of them, yo, because education ain't there, yo. But listen to them. They'll tell you. I can't wait till I get back to where I need to be financially, man. I'm trying to do so much, yo, because that's all they want, yo. That's all they want, yo, is attention, yo. That's all they want is guidance. These kids are lacking guidance, yo. That's why I never allow niggas to call them demons. They're not demons, man. They just misguided. Like I was misguided. Like a lot of us was misguided. It's just now it's magnified times 10 because now we got clout chasing that came around. Clout chasing is a bitch. Especially when you're dealing with kids that never got paid attention to. So they gonna get on this song and diss this dead person because that's gonna give them attention, even if it's negative. You ever see a child who acts out just to get their ass whipped? And they cool with getting their ass whipped because this is the only time that the parent is actually paying attention to them. So they don't mind acting out. At least I got, what's up, Nay? At least I got your attention. Even if you can get it be ass whippings every day. Just because they don't, that's the only way they know how to get attention from you. They don't know how to get it no other way. So if they gotta get it by being bad, then shit, I'll take that too. It's the same thing going on with drill music. Ain't no difference. Yeah, straight up. Nate, where you been, baby? I'm just saying, y'all. You'll piss me off saying that I was negative, y'all. I ain't never negative. I'm just trying to help us get closer to where we need to be. Because it look like we're just moving further, further, and further away. Moving further, further, and further away. Yeah, Harry, I ain't seen you in a minute. You know how we do. We started off talking about DJ Akademiks, but you know we always get back to some real shit. My last live got clipped. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, we got our one, y'all. I appreciate everybody that tapped in, y'all. If y'all can, y'all come back, leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you haven't. Man. Like the video if you haven't. But shit, man, I love these young niggas though, man. Wild as they is. Knowing they'd kill me if I ever fucked them over. I just know they misguided, y'all. Like I done had good relationships with some of these young boys. Just off the respect level. Just cause they respected me. And I came through for them when other people didn't. You know what I mean? I might come to a prom. You feel me? Yo, I'm leaving for my prom, yo, Alright, I'm gonna pull up. They used to people saying that shit not coming. Pull straight up. Y'all see you shorty? Man, that shit make their day, man. I'm telling you. They'll never forget it. Just simple things like that. Things that don't even cost money, just cost time. Time can change the direction of some of these young boys' life, yo. Just give them some time. And that go both ways. You know, we too busy trying to throw them away and gift them to the system, and over time, yo, they change. Most young niggas, most niggas that ran the streets change. The problem is they dying too fast, so we don't get a chance to see the change. They dying too fast. Hey, one cup too busy. You gotta stick around a little bit more, man. You gotta stick around a little bit more, man. Might gotta go back to the beginning of the live. Yeah, yo. And what they do, P and all, they sit back and they listen. Even if, just the thing too though, yo. Even if they go out and ultimately do what they want, I guarantee, yo, sometimes in the back of their mind, whatever you said crosses them. Like, oh shit, I remember told me that. You feel me? It might cross them after the fact. It might cross their mind after it already happened. But eventually, yo, the seeds that you place in these young boys' brain gonna grow. Just like if you place negative seeds, it's gonna grow. It's about planting seeds, man. That's what it's about, yo. Planting seeds in their mind, yo. Yeah, straight up. That's all it's about. Plant enough seeds, you can make a garden, man. But if we keep feeding them bullshit like drill music and Zeus Network and a whole bunch of negativity, then what the fuck? That's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get bad seeds, seeds that fucking grow weeds. But it didn't start off that way. You understand? Like a seed start off as just a seed. That's why I be against calling these young boys demons, because they wasn't born this way. They wasn't born this way. Even if you talk about somebody like a King Von, you don't hear stories of King Von killing none of his homeboys. All these stories, we know stories about people that he had problems with, or his people had problems with. And then we hear stories about when King Von played basketball. You know what I mean? He played basketball, yo, way before he ever picked up a gun. He was a good kid. He got turned bad. Those ain't demons, man. Those are misguided. That's what those are. Those are misguided young kids. Now it is kids that shit from the time they come out, they off the chain. You know what I mean? But that's few and far between, man. A lot of them, a lot of times they got mental health problems. That's why they be acting like that. Mother probably was drinking or getting high when they was babies. Getting high when they was in the womb. So they grew up with some type of defect. And in Baltimore, we got kids that got laid. You think the system ever recognizes that when they fuck up? Fuck no. Knowing that lead affects the brain and affects their ability to think and make decisions on the fly. They don't give a fuck. They're gonna punish them anyway. Yeah, I don't think it's too late either. Nay. They don't even know what goals is. They don't know what goals. You know, goals be so far away to some people that they don't even set them. Like a goal, what's a goal? Shit. They just try and make it day to day. They ain't even think about no goals. I be trying to have real conversations with the people, man. Now look at these young boys right now. Well, y'all can't see them. Young boys outside. What time is it? 1:30. These young boys right now, they still having fun outside with their homeboys. All it takes is for, and I'm not wishing this on them. I'm just using them as an example. That's why I ain't gonna show the camera. It's about 6, 7 of them. All it takes is for them to get into it at the mall. You know, kids like to go to the mall, and one of them lose their life. Then it's gonna be a division between the crew. Some of them gonna be like, man, fuck that. I want to get back, man. They killed my man. Da, 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 da. And some of them is gonna be like, man, fuck that. I ain't hanging with these kids no more. And they gonna go separate ways. And that's where their lives part ways. That's when one group start going down the dangerous dark path. The other group start going another way. But these are all kids that used to hang together. All it takes is a traumatic situation. Hey, one cup. I don't know what a victim mentality is. Can you explain to me a victim mentality? Victim mentality is a new word that was pushed upon black people to take accountability off of what was done to black people. So I want you to explain to me, what is a victim mentality? Because I don't remember victim mentality growing up when I was in school. I didn't start hearing victim mentality at about 2016, maybe 2017. I don't know what a victim mentality is. I know what I see. And what I see is, I see people in some fucked up situations. I see some fucked up households. I see black people being manipulated by other black people. I see black people being manipulated by white people. I see black people participating in a destruction of other black people. So what is victim mentality? I need God damn it. Oh man, I hope they don't fuck my live up. I need reparations instead of a job. You think people walking around saying that? You think people was walking around saying that? You think people was walking around not wanting to work because they waiting on reparations? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, straight up, man. I had to have a long talk with him and take my time, but when I was done, he understood that mindset won't work. No, it ain't gonna work, that's gonna put him in a vicious cycle. That's gonna put him in a vicious cycle. What you say, spirit? A victim mentality is when a person lies and said they wouldn't have it if they felt comfortable enough to tell the truth. Victim. So you think? So let me ask you this then. You think black people don't take accountability for self? So this is my thing. This is my pushback to that. You don't think that black people can't take accountability for self but also acknowledge that there's been some things done, or there's some things going on in our community that's out of our control? You don't think both those things can be true? Like, why does it have to be one or the other? Why both can't be true? Why it can't be true that, yeah, we have some problems that we put ourselves in, but we also have some problems that was created for us? Why does it have to be one or the other? With nothing is cut and dry like that. There go my man Raisky, man. What it is, baby? My man Raisky came in hot. Yo, I don't like that victim mentality shit. I think that's some shit the white man put into the black man or the black community that was pushed by other black people that's not really on our team, in order to take accountability off of the things that they done to us that was done intentionally. I wish people would stop saying that. I don't know what a victim mentality is. Like I said, I know what I see. And I know we got some fucked up communities out this bitch. Fucked up. Some of them beyond repair. I know that the condition that we are in black America, it took us 60 years to get here. I know that there was a time when, before the FBI got involved, that black Americans was on the rise. And mind you, even with, this the thing though, y'all, even with all these obstacles in our way, we still thrive. We still thrive. So I don't understand this victim mentality shit. I don't understand it, Raisky. I don't understand victim mentality, Raisky. You gotta explain it to me, man, cause you my man. So I'd rather you explain it, yo. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody is a potential customer or a friend. But just because you don't see color, that don't mean the next person don't see color. I think it's hard. I think you're being disingenuous because America, this country was built on racism. So how can you walk into the world without seeing color? Like I think people that I think that's bogus, bro. I think that's bogus. So one cup. Was you here when I explained my next door neighbor and how me and my next door neighbor grew up in a similar situation, but his life turned out different than mine? Did you hear that scenario? Right. Prime example. Both in the city, but one community is ran down while the other community is thriving. And the reason it's thriving is because they got resources. The mind 360, what it is. Yeah, one cup. You gotta stick around. Yeah, hey Raisky, I don't understand victim mentality, bro. Like, cause I think two things could be true. Yo, when you say victim mentality, when people say that, yo, you totally discrediting all the things that was all the obstacles that was placed that was placed on us. You totally discrediting it. Now, like I told y'all, I think that we are the number one supporters in our own demise. I'm a firm believer. I watch that shit daily. But there have been things and there are things that's going on in our community that's beyond our control as well. So when you say victim mentality, you're totally disregarding the other part. Poppy Scar, what it is. Alright, so listen, one cut. You must want to hear. Let me explain the scenario to you one more time. Let me explain the scenario to you one more time. Cause you one of the ones that think if I can do it, you can do it too. So say man, you was my next door neighbor, one cut. Say man, we both from the roughest motherfucking city in America. The roughest block in America, right? Me and you. My mother and father get high. Your mother and father get high. Right? Same situation. We both lost the same friends. But you got good grandparents. My grandparents might have already passed. So on weekends, you go to your grandparents' house. I might go to your grandparents' house too with you sometimes, but for the most part, I'm stuck in my house, with my parents getting high. So as we get older, you realize that our lives start taking a change. Our lives start going separate ways. I end up going to prison. You end up going to college. And then you sit back and wonder, damn, yo, that was my man. Yo, we went through the same shit. How the fuck, what happened? But you didn't factor in the fact that, yo, them grandparents that you had, them 2 days that you was away from the hood, made a world of difference than them 2 days I had to stay. Did you understand? Did you hear what I just said? It can be one person that can change the course of another person's life. And just because we both grew up the same way, we both experienced the same situations. You had that person and I didn't. It can be something that small that gets overlooked. But then you'll get on here and then you'll say, well, shit, if I did it, you can do it. But no, it's not that simple. It's not that simple, y'all. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Like I own my home, I own my car. My kids are taken care of. My kids are straight A students. So yo, when I speak like this, I'm not speaking for me. I'm speaking for the people that can't say it. I'm speaking for the people that don't have the platforms to speak it. I'm speaking for the people that I see still experiencing this shit. A victim mindset are earned. Explain that, man. Hey, see, look. You see what you just said? So you are the example. One cop. You are the example. And that's strange how that happened. You said your grandmother got you out of the hood. So what about your hood friends that didn't have a grandmother like yours? you can then compare your life to theirs and wonder where it went, how y'all lives was different. You know how it was different. You just proved my exact point. It only takes one person, y'all. It only takes one person. I don't know, Race. I'm trying to get an understanding. It only takes one person, bro. You just proved my exact point. So your homeboy that grew up next door to you, where he at right now? Your best friend that grew up in the hood with you, where is he at right now? A spirit. I don't get into religion. Like that's why if you notice I ain't really been I don't dabble and dabble in religion. I believe in God. I have a great relationship with God, but God ain't got nothing to do with this. This shit is about black people. God do not have anything to do with this. This is about black people and what black people need to do to fix our situations. And with what other black people need to understand about the black people that seem like they're trapped in their situation. This what this conversation is about. No, it don't. One cup. No, one cup don't change the conversation. Cause you just proved my point. So don't. So let's stick to what we was talking about. I want to know if you can be honest. Your best friend that grew up in the hood with you, where are they at currently? Do you know? Because you said your grandmother got you out. So your best friend that grew up with you, where are they at? Oh no, you good, Spirit. It's an open conversation. That's what we do. I'm just saying I don't wanna get into that. That shit get dicey because people believe different things. Hey, one cup, you're not answering my question now. Come on now, don't do that. I asked you the question 3 times, man. It's like you scared to answer it because you're just gonna prove my point even further. Where is your next door neighbor, your homeboy that y'all grew up in the hood with? Where is he at currently? Because this is what I want you to understand, one cup. If it was so cut and dry, like you saying, there wouldn't be so many people that failed, yo. It wouldn't be so many people that failed, man. No, that's not what you said at first, bro. You said your grandmother saved. You said your grandmother got you out, and then when you brought her a house. That's what you said, one cup. That's what you said, bro. You said what's holding you down is the question. Drugs, alcohol. King Jesus gave me the example to live by. My grandmother, my grandmother prayed me out of the ghetto. Brought her Your grandmother did more than just pray, bro. Your grandmother prayer ain't enough. She had to bring something else more substantial, something more tangible. You went into the military, which means that you had to stay out of trouble at least till you was 18 or 17 to even go to the military. Who 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 helped you? Who helped guide your decision making into going into the military? Who helped shape that decision for you? Why you ain't take your man with you? Sure, you had friends, right? Why you ain't take your friends with you to the military? Oh, see. So also your homies are dead in jail. Are you understanding what I'm saying, bro? You had that grandmother. They didn't. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, bro. It only takes you proving my point. It only takes one person that can change the whole course of a child life, bro. Your grandmother was yours. However she did it. By prayer, by finances, by information, however she did it. It only takes one person. Your friends that's dead on jail didn't have that person, bro. So you can't then look back at them and be like, damn, where they went wrong. When I'm telling you where you went right. The grandmother. The grandmother. That's all I'm trying to get you to understand, bro. It's not simple, yo. It's not simple and cut and dry like, yo, if I made it, you can make it. You can make it. It's not that simple, bro. It's way more complex than that. Way more. Hey, Spirit, we just proved it, see? See, that's the thing. What I tell y'all about people, a lot of people don't want to know anything different than what they believe. Spirit, I just proved it. I just proved it by talking to One Cup. I said it before One Cup even got into the conversation. And then One Cup just got into the conversation and proved it. Nah, yo. It's bigger than just that, bro. It's bigger than just religion, yo. Y'all don't make me do this, yo. I don't wanna come down on religion, yo, because I'm a believer of God, yo. But yo, stop that. Like, we don't do that on this channel. We deal with real. We deal with life. We deal with like, yo. We not going to dive into religion. No, because I don't want to do it, yo. I don't want to do it, yo. Cause I can come down. I can come down on a black church, yo. I don't want to do that, yo. Cause a lot of people put a lot of faith in that shit. A one cup. What if I told you I read the whole Bible? What if I told you in my 3 years in prison? What if I told you I read the whole Bible in 8 months? And I'm very familiar with the Bible. Would you believe me? What if I told you I read the Bible and I didn't come away a Christian? But what I learned from the Bible is how to live life and how to how to recognize what's going on out here in order to explain it to others. What if I told you that's what I learned from the Bible? I said my kids are doing great in school. I said I own my house. I said that to say that when I speak about these situations, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about others that's still trapped and there's no relief in sight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get. I'm not trying. I did. I learned a lot from the Bible, but the Bible alone, it's not gonna get you out the hood. And that's what one cup is saying. It's not gonna get you out the hood. It's not gonna get you out the hood. What I'm trying to explain to one cup is his grandmother was that person that he had in his life that elevated him to do better. And just because you're in the hood and your homeboy is in the hood, your homeboy didn't have that person. So you can't then turn back and look down upon him and wonder like, damn, yo, you had the same opportunities as me when they didn't. They didn't. They didn't have that person, because if they did, they would be where you at. And that's all I'm trying to say, y'all. It's not simple as 1, 2, 3. It's not. It's not simple as 1, 2, 3, man. And that's why I bring that's why that situation I bring up is so important, yo, because a lot of people think that and they always forget that they had that person. They had that person that changed their life and the other person didn't. They always just throw that out. Yeah, it is. It is bigger than religion. Now I can agree with that, Spirit. The only religion is truth. And what I've been saying this whole time has been the truth. I'm not lying. I'm not making nothing up. I just hate people. I not hate people. I hate when people say that, yo. That's such a fucked up argument to say that, yo, if I made it, I'm from the hood, you can make it. No, yo, it ain't that fucking simple, man. It is not that simple, yo. Cause if it was, yo, it wouldn't be so many black people dying in these same hoods every fucking day, man. It wouldn't be that. It would. The numbers wouldn't. If it was that simple, the numbers would be different. You know how many people want to change? Do you know how many people want to change, but they don't even know what change look like? They don't even know where to start at. That's all I'm saying, man. And it's not our fault as black people to look down on them, because that's what people be doing. They look down on them. They monetize off of them. They feed off the ignorance instead of trying to enlighten them and help them get to the next level. Niggas prey on them, just like the white man do. Prey on them. Just like the Korans do. Prey on them. Everybody preys on the ignorance of black people. Even other black people. I don't. I understand religion very well. I have a great relationship with God. But religion alone is not going to bring you out of anything. If it is, you know what I mean? People go to church every day and give their last. Like, come on, man. Like, you ready to make me push? Like, stop. Stop. Stop with the religion, man. Exactly, Exactly, Keiko. Exactly. Prime fucking example, bro. I'm glad you said that. Ricky from Boys in the fucking Hood. He had scouts, he had coaches that was on him. They all was in the hood. If he wouldn't have got killed, he was gonna be the one to make it. Thank you, Keiko. Prime example, yo. That's what's going on, yo. And people need to understand that. Like, yo, it's not just, yo, since I did it, you can do it. It's not that, yo. It ain't never been that. Just because y'all grew up in the same situation, yo, you can have that one person. You had your grandmother, yo, she made a difference in your life. Your homeboys that's dead in prison, they didn't have your grandmother. They didn't have her. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Hey, that was perfect, yo. That was a perfect example, yo. Perfect example, yo. Not to mention, his mother treated him different. That happens too. Me and my brother life turned out totally different. My brother went to the army and everything. I went to the streets. Genetics even play a role. When you got two siblings that got different fathers, genetics play a role. Different parents. I just don't, yo. I hate to see other black people say that, yo. Like, yo, that's like, yo, when people say that, yo, that's so. What's the word? That is so not disrespectful, but it's so damn, yo, what the fuck? Every time I'm on live, I can't never think of the fucking words I be trying to think of. Dismissive. That way of thinking, one cup is dismissive, bro. It's dismissive. To say, yo, since I did it, you can do it, yo, that is very dismissive of the other person's situation, bro. And black people, we do that to people, yo. We gotta stop doing that to each other, yo. We gotta stop doing that to each other. Yeah, we were way overboard, yo. I fuck around on the bed, get in the house, late as a bitch. Yeah, I appreciate everybody that tapped in. One cup, stick around, man. And spirit. You right, yo. You can't. I agree with Kato, man. You can't put limitations on real life situations. Straight up. Yeah, Pinard Connect. We ain't ready to get on. We ain't. They trying to take us down a path, yo. And I ain't trying to go down. Hey, yo, this nigga crazy. A spirit is not. You still saying the same thing, yo. You can, yo. What if you can have the biggest vision in the motherfucking world, man. Like I say this all the time. When people say, "Well, it's your choices," we all got choices, yo. But we all got choices and options, right? But in certain situations, in certain cities, in certain circumstances, your options might be limited. It's just what it is. And even with that being said, there are still people that make it out of these situations. And the reason why is because they might have that one person that their next door neighbor didn't have. And I'm gonna leave it like that, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, y'all. If you want to support the platform, y'all, Cash App, Baltimore Swag. I want to see Spirit in one cup. I want to see y'all around, man. Y'all got to stick around, man. It's another day. Keep it G News. Suit to everybody that tapped in. Kato, Rayski, up next with Lamar, Spirit, One Cup, Nay, PNR Connected, Raw Dope Podcast, and I'm out.